Hey friends, it's Laura and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to go through my scrapbooks and do another purge slash declutter of layouts that I've already done. And I have a couple videos on this already and they are linked in the playlist here. Basically, for me, I can flip through my old scrapbooks and there are a lot of layouts that I just don't like. They don't spark joy, or the photos are really small, or I don't like my style of scrapbooking in them. And I don't want my scrapbooks to take up a huge amount of space in my home. I want them to be, like one spot in our home that we can go to and everything's all there and just really compact and such. So when I see these old layouts, I know that they're just taking up precious real estate in our house. And I have been on this declutter slash downsizing journey for years now. And the more that I do this, the more that I can flip through old layouts and realize, I have detached from that one since the last time I did this. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to go through my old scrapbooks and see which layouts I want to get rid of, which ones I just don't like, but I love the photo or the memory. And so I want to create a layout that I actually love with that photo, and which ones can be downsized into an 8.5 by 11 scrapbook layout, since that is what I've done with a lot of my previous ones. So I am going to start with my 2014 album, and I'm not sure about the title page. Right now, every single album that I have since 2012 has a title page like this. Or no, actually since 2008 has a title page like this with some kind of confetti or sequins in the background. So I'm not sure about those title pages, if I'll keep them. I'm open to keeping them at this point. So these two layouts are a wonderful example for you. This one right here, I absolutely love. It was one of my first layouts that I ever made that I really loved, and I made it when I was on the Gossamer Blue design team, which was, oh goodness, obviously back in 2015, long time ago. They have since gone out of business. And I just love the products, and I love the layout, and I love these self-portraits that I had taken. So this is a good one. This layout does feel incomplete though, because I typically like to do a lot of journaling on my layouts and tell some of the story. And when I'm looking through this old album, I'm noticing that there's not a lot of story there. And for me, it's about the story and the art, the process of making. So I might go back and add some stories to these layouts where I actually remember what the story was. So that's one thought for improving this layout. And then we come over here. This is my sweet Mr. Oreo, who passed away a few years ago, and I do not like this layout. I liked the striped background, and I like this cat sticker here and the hearts, but that's about it. And there's hardly any art on here. There's no journaling. I don't like these alphabet stickers. It says meow, says Mr. Oreo. And there's no journaling at all. But this is a photo that I love of Oreo sitting in the window looking out at the world. And I think what I would love to do is maybe print this larger or make a smaller layout, actually do some journaling, rework this into a layout that I actually love. And this is another example where you can see here mostly just patterned paper. Haven't done a whole lot in terms of embellishing or creating a story. And I'm kind of okay with that for these. I don't know, this one, I love the background paper here, but this photo I would love to have a lot larger. It's me driving in the car with my two sisters in the back, and this was obviously when we were parked and we were going to a family photo shoot that I had bought for my sisters and I to get professional pictures together, because we have not had any since my little sisters were infants, because my middle sister right here, Kyra, is on the autism spectrum and pretty severe on both the behavior and the communication sides of it. So photos were really hard to get growing up. And even this, I just found an incredible photographer that I had a whole lot of trust in being able to capture those moments with her. And she did a phenomenal job. I absolutely love how they turned out. But I would love a bigger picture of that, and also telling the story of this, because this was a big investment for me when I was at this age, to do a family photo shoot for my sisters and I, and investing in some of the stuff that we didn't have growing up, like professional pictures of the siblings past a certain age when my sister could not participate. This layout I don't love. It's a small picture of our guest bedroom and like how the bedding looked. I liked that, but the whole rest of the layout I do not like. This is the sister I was telling you about, Kyra. This is one of the pictures from the photo shoot. As you can see, the photographer did an amazing job. She just, she captured Kyra's joy and her smile and her beauty, and I just love that because it is really hard to get pictures of her and the way she exists in our hearts and the way that we know her. It's hard to photograph that joy and that person. A lot of times what comes through on the camera is the autism, and obviously the person is a lot bigger than that. So I would love to actually do some journaling about this, do a smaller layout maybe. These are more pictures from that photo shoot. My two sisters dancing together. Kyra was jumping up in the air and doing like a little twist while they held hands, and that's so cute. These are actually from an old course that I had created called Minimalist Scrapbook, and I love them so much. I really do. However, the pictures are tiny. And I don't know, this was just my style in 2015, but now to me, all of this white space is a waste of precious scrapbooking album space. I would rather the picture be larger and some journaling of the story be done. Or if it's going to be a small picture, you know, take this layout down to 8.5 by 11 and add some journaling maybe about the story. And this is another one of our pictures, all three of us together. It turned out so good. So yeah, a lot of things like that are in this old scrapbook. This right here, I just thought this was a really cool story. I got to meet the lead person of the band Parachute after going to one of their concerts. And this was really cool to me because I was working when this happened. I was a nanny back then, and the girls that I was nannying for had a cousin who was roommates with this guy or this guy's friend, or I don't know. Long story short, the people I knew had a connection, and we got to go see the Parachute Band, who I actually had heard of before then and loved one of their songs a lot. And we actually got to do like a meet and greet, and that was a pretty cool thing to say that you got paid to do that. So yeah, this one here, don't really love this layout at all. Got some layouts here from when I went to Arizona to see my family. A big picture of my feet for God knows what reason. I do not. Love this layout, but again, all that wasted space taking up precious real estate in my home. This is another layout from that minimalist scrapbooking course. I really do like this layout a lot. Love this one, even with the white space. I feel like it's a really balanced layout and really beautiful. And of course, this is back in 2015 when jet setting photos were all the rage. Let's see here. Don't love this, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it because there's a lot of stories here and a lot of family photos together from a trip we took to Michigan for the 4th of July. So yeah, I'm not really sure about that. This layout, one of my favorites. I love this, and it's hard to see in the page protector here. It puts a glare on Claire's dark face, but so pretty. I love the art. I love the colors. I love the embellishments, the story. Obviously, my sweet, sweet girl, Claire. All of it's amazing. This is my first traditional scrapbooking layout when I first got back into scrapbooking. Again, another layout here where the picture is just really small. There is no story, and it doesn't mean a whole lot to me except it was a picture of me looking pretty, and that meant a lot in 2014 or 2015 when I was healing from a lot of trauma from my past growing up, and I was all about the self-love. And I have a course about that too, self-love, scrapbooking, and helping heal your self-esteem through scrapbooking. But I would love to rework this layout, actually tell some of that story, because that's such a significant story looking back now that I've done some of the healing. Love this layout. It's one of my favorites from the album. I hate this layout so much. I just want to get rid of it. I love this one of Scratchy and I. My dog, he's laying on my tummy. One of the girls I nanny, but again, there's no story here, so that's disappointing to me when I look back at these photos. This is a cute layout, but again, do I need one of my feet? Probably not. Is the picture that significant? No, but the story kind of is, and I love what I did here. This is one of the first layouts I made that I really love too. This is when I went to, where did we go? See, I don't even have any journaling here about where we went on this trip. Hilton Head Island, that's where it was. So I went with my photographer friends right here. And then this is one of the models that they took pictures of on that trip, and I kept them company. And love this photo, documenting my long history of loving Taylor Swift. This one, a picture of my pajama pants, which are cute, and the lace top is cute, but also it says, home is where the pajamas are. I love my pajamas. Like, I know that. I don't think I need a 12 by 12 layout with that tiny photo with such an insignificant story. This one, don't love the layout, but love the photograph documenting my birthday and what I did for my birthday, so I would love to rework that. I really like this, a lot of the components of it, like the picture and some of the embellishments in the story, but I don't love the layout altogether, so maybe rework that one. I just don't love it. This was the story of my last day at work at that job, nannying, after nannying for them for, I think, a couple years. And I didn't tell any of the story there, a tiny bit of the story. I told a large part of it in my Project Life album, so maybe that's why, but I just don't love a lot of these layouts where the story's not there. I do love this one, even without the story. The photos take up a bigger portion of the page. I do really like this one, but again, without the story and the journaling, it just doesn't mean a whole lot. Don't love this background paper, don't love this. I like parts of this, but I don't love the whole thing. Pictures of me and my girl again in the snow. Love that, but no journaling. And how sad is that? More pictures in the snow. Pictures of me and my family in Arizona. Getting into 2015, you can see my sequin shaker pages that I have for every year. I do really like this layout, but the pictures don't mean a whole lot to me, and neither does the story. So I'm kind of at a loss for pages like this, where the story doesn't seem very big and the pictures aren't significant anymore looking back, and it's just taking up precious space, but I love the art of it. So I don't know, maybe I can put like a more meaningful picture there that actually has people's faces or something. Don't love this layout, it can go. Don't love this layout, it can go. I do like this one though, that's fun. Oh no, you can see my my alphabets fell down from my title up there. I need to go back and fix that. This one I really, really love. Gorgeous. So yeah, I've got the 2 different years in there, or parts of 2 years, 2014, 2015 in this album. You can see I kind of talked you through the whole process of what I'm thinking. I'm going to go out right now, and what I start by doing is taking out the ones that I know I don't want, that there's nothing to save from that layout. And I can just toss the whole thing. The first thing I'll do is I'll take off any embellishments that I can save, that I want to save. These are puffy stickers right here. The rest of the stickers are just flat stickers that are stuck to the page. They will just be trashed. Unfortunately, that's the reality of it. You cannot recycle stickers, to my knowledge. My city does not do that. So if they received this, they would actually throw it away, and we would get a fine for recycling non-recyclable things. So if you recycle paper, it can only be printed on it. It can't have any of the other stuff going on. So yeah, I'm going to start by going through and getting rid of all these layouts that I don't want. pulling off any embellishments that I do want to save, taking out and creating a pile of the layouts that I want to rework into smaller pages or pages that actually tell a story that are more important, things like that. And I will show you some of these layouts in a future video and what I've managed to downsize from my scrapbook albums in a future video. So I hope you've enjoyed this process with me and kind of hearing through how I do this, why I do this, why it's important to me making real estate in our home for future precious stories. And we got engaged last year. We got a cute little kitten added to the family, getting married coming up in 2021, hoping to do children in the future through foster care and adoption. So a lot of these stories from 7 years ago, if they're friends that I don't have anymore, they're not that significant. Again, there was a whole process going on with self-love and healing through past trauma, through my creative process and through taking beautiful photos of myself and making beautiful layouts of myself and honoring my story in that way. But now that that process is done, I think I could just take a couple of highlight photos and layouts of that and actually journal out what I was going through at the time and how this process helped me, and only keep the best layouts and the ones that I still love, and just downsize a lot of these past albums to make room for the future and the beautiful things that are coming and the wonderful stories that I'm going to want to tell in Scrapbook in the future. So very excited about this. I hope you have enjoyed looking through this. Be sure to come back. The follow-up videos in this series are amazing. I show you the new layouts that I've reworked and made, all the space that I've condensed and saved, and it's just a great feeling if you're trying to simplify, create some space in your home, and let go of things that do not serve you or bring you joy in the current moment. So I'm Laura. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already. If you are subscribed, I appreciate you so much for being a part of this journey with me.